It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go from LA. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that brings up 4th and goal. Marr connects there. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys in Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
Play action with Richardson. He rolls to his right. Now here he goes. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 19. Cut near the goal line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Turnover, the defense has it.
Inside the 5-yard line, that ball needs to be welded to your body at times. Under no circumstances can it come free, whether someone puts a helmet on it or not.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
3rd and goal for Richardson. And he will score! Touchdown, Indianapolis! The Colts stretch their early lead to 9. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts go up 10-zip here in the first. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. First and 10 now from the 30. The give now out of the shotgun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Escapes the pocket. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. On the move past the 40. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He puts some power on a deep one, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Colts take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it. Yeah,
that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
16 yards on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Richardson on 3rd. That finds Burks, complete. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Complete out to the right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. We're back to SoFi right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Right up the gut. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. It's caught left side by Mitchell. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has it down close. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw, and without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Going ground on 1st and goal. Scores, touchdown Indy. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts take a 3-possession lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. They're out and set. 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. Ooh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So the interception's going to be remembered by the fans here, partner, but not by the official score. The interference call takes that away. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Play action now for Herbert. He's trying to push the field. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Pass is hauled in by the running back.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
And he's brought down for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks instead. Well, the defense is energized with that stop.
And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. He picks up 16 on the good return. And the Chargers take possession. They're set up at the 35 now. Lone back gets the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Herbert with a blitz coming. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Chargers looking for a score before halftime. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Brought in right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. 2nd down coming up. Now Herbert again. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
On 3rd down, Herbert. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Couldn't connect with Lad McConkey. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Here comes the final play of our first half. A final throw before the break. And it falls incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Herbert has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
The give here on 2nd. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the 1st. They go play action. Here's Herbert. He finds McConkey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on that play. And the Chargers will have a 1st. The running back gets it on the draw. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Back to the well again. And they bring him to a stop with this run. Gets him into the red zone down to the 15. He picks up 8 on the run, and now they're going to have 3rd and 4.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Chased out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touch.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Colts get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
First down throw here from Richardson. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Colts.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Completed to his running back. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 41. He's got Pierce. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On first down, it's Richardson. Finds his back complete. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Colts have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through the 4th. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they stop him after a pickup down to the 24. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
2nd and 4. Looking to his fullback now. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Working inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room. Just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. And they send a man in motion. Richardson back to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Richardson on 3rd. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. Wow, wide open here, complete. Into the red zone. He goes the distance, touchdown, LA! The Chargers get it back to within 2 possessions. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. For a second, looked like the Chargers offense was coming off, but no, coaches say stay out there. We're going for 2. Herbert's going to look to throw for this. He's got it. Looks like both feet were in, and that's going to get them 2 points. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Putting a receiver in motion. After the pick, Richardson back to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a...
Put the body on the line for his team. And he's going to be touchdown.
When coaches discuss their favorite plays of a game, I guarantee you this one's going to be on it. Not just because of the catch, but because of the effort to go lay out and bring in an off-target throw.
He'll throw it. That finds Burks, complete. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10 from the 41. Here's Richardson. Forced out to his right. He can run it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Complete out to the right side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Man in motion here. Richardson now on 1st and 10. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts grow the lead to 7. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts grow their lead to 8. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers trail by 8. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. A play fake, now Herbert to throw. He's on the move. That could be it, folks, it's intercepted. And the Colts make the play that should win them this game. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Back-to-back kick. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. Timeout taken by... It's their 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Back to throw. That one's complete, right side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. They're set up at the 35 now. From the gun, here's a handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react.
Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted! And the Chargers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Trying to push it deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Here he is to throw. Getting, and will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
To throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Down to their last breath. And he gives him a shot now to force overtime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. And that catch gets them the 2. We're all tied up here in the 4. They're not out of it yet. That conversion successfully tying this game and puts us, of course, on track for overtime.
So much momentum gain, long odds to get those two-point conversions, but now you got to have discipline. We know, we've seen it in playoffs with limited time left. You got to make sure you finish the deal and carry this momentum you've just gained into that extra frame.
1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw it. Taken in by Pierce. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Setting up to pass. Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted! And the Chargers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. On the move, headed right. Gets this to McConkey. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Returnable from the 1. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And he runs it in for the touchdown. Start the celebration, baby. They win it in overtime. So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory.